Shalom, shalom. To the 144,000. The elect. Before I get started, let me give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Bakar Qudash. Double honor to the apostles and elders, the great millstone. Peace and blessing to the brothers that are preaching the truth from the four winds of the earth. May Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua have mercy upon you. I decided to go in on this Eve and these hair products. You know, I was waiting for a few more videos to drop, and they come to find out that it was more than just one incident concerning them dumping the hair products. You know, who love free stuff more than a so-called black woman? Food stamp, WIC, Section 8, you name it. They love it all. This is the reason why their homes are, that our homes, we say our home with so-called black man and black woman, this is the main reason, not the only reason, but this is the main reason why the homes are separated and destroyed in the manner that it is. And then you know you got your bunch of your Cardi B followers, Megan Thee Stallion followers, Sexy Red followers, and countless numbers of others. These are the reasons why our women is, as a majority, not all, as a majority, is acting in the ratchet manner that they are. And I ran across this video here, this woman here, Brianna Gizzelli. And she said that black women are the true Pookies and Ray Rays. I understand her with the new Pookies and Ray Ray, but let me say this here. Then I also ran across another video which made sense of what Brianna was trying to say. An older woman, she looks to be like she's an IUIC or something, because she got that purple thing on her head. But she said that the so-called black woman is the originators of the true Pookies and Ray Ray. Now that's more accurate than them being the Pookies and Ray Ray. But either way, they both are what is a bad light for us so-called black people. You know, there's a negative on either part, whether we talking about a Keisha or we talking about a Pookie or a Ray Ray in the hoods. So let's get into her video.
We're gonna keep it short. Black women are the new Pookies and Ray Rays, and I'm gonna tell you how with one simple video. One simple video. I don't know if y'all seen, but there was an beauty supply store eviction in Atlanta yesterday. Well, it got reported yesterday. And when I tell you the Pookie and Ray Rayness of it all, the brokenness, the having too much time in your hands, literally everything that is wrong with us was literally displayed during this situation. Literally women piling up in droves, hundreds and hundreds of women showing up in a parking lot outside of maybe like 20 minutes, maybe 15 miles outside of Atlanta, literally going to this parking lot because they evicted the beauty supply store. As they're bringing the merchandise out, the bundles, the lashes, everything, hair, wigs, they're pulling this stuff out, and when I tell you, it looked like black women's Black Friday. It was insane. Just droves and droves, people calling on their cell phones, talking to their homegirls, saying, hey, come get, showing up in their bonnets, their PJs, just showing up a whole mess, all over some free merchandise, which shows that black women need men more than anybody. If you have the time, as well as you don't have a man telling you not even to go there, see, if you had a man, and a man who loves you and cares about keeping you safe, first of all, you shouldn't be in a situation where you're that thirsty to go get some free hair or some free lashes. But then on top of that, the safety aspect. Your man, my man would never. Like, are you kidding me? The safety dynamic, it is not worth that. You really out, we're down bad, this bad, that we're willing to risk our safety. Women were on the news station talking about how they called out of work. People had somebody else go get the kids so they can wait out here for hours and hours and hours and wait for the eviction people, or the people that were doing eviction, to get all the merchandise out, because there was like a rumor, and based off what I was hearing, there's a rumor that it would be like an eviction where all this merchandise would be fair game after they remove it. Nope. Guess what? All the black women, all the Pookies and Ray Rays came out. It was like a bat signal. Like, they start coming out by the hundreds.
Now, that was a good one. Now, she said it was like a signal, like Batman sent the signal in the sky, and that they come. It's lucky, man, but that's exactly how Eve be acting for free stuff, man. This is why Eve know how to get food stamp, how to get WIC, how to get Section 8. They would tell one another. They would have these sites that they go on for themselves, and they would literally put all of the information that they need to do what? To get free stuff. And Esau Edom, which is their daddy, gives it to them. Why? To keep them what? To keep them but you know what? I'm gonna retract that, because Esau Edom is not too quick to get Eve anything anymore, because you know, if you want to tear down Esau's kingdom, what you got to do? Take all the free stuff out of Eve's hand. If they just automatically just stop and took everything out of Eve that they give Eve for free, overnight the everything would change overnight. The economy would fall immediately. It would be, and Eve would be out here robbing and stealing and doing more wickedness than any man would ever be able to do. Yeah. You think you seen their rough masculinity? Let them take away those stamp WIC in that Section 8, and then you really gonna see the true demons come out of these wicked women, man. You know, if you don't have a woman, and most of these they don't agree with men, man. So they are not what? They are not marriage material. You know, they can get online and use all of the slick words that they want to say, because they all talk and sound just alike, because they all do what? They just like parrots. They repeat one another with the wickedness. This is Ecclesiasticus 25:1. And 3 things I was beautified, and stood up beautified, both before the Most High and men: the unity of brethren, the love of neighbors, and a man and a wife that agree together. These women don't agree with us, because they're what? They immediately do what? They lose their first initial theme screaming. Their first initial plan is to separate from you, whether you're rich or not. If you're rich, they're gonna play the role of a wife. They're gonna play the role of submissiveness. They're gonna do all the things that is needed to con you into thinking that she's a loving wife. And once she get 1 or 2 children, and that time limit goes by, whatever time limit or whatever state you're in, that, because trust and believe, they know the years, they know the months, days, or whatever it takes for them to gain 50% or more of your, because that 50-50 goes above 50-50, because they're going to take 50% of your stuff, and then if you got kids bound, what happens? That's another portion. then alimony, and in the process of what depends on how long or whatever, they're gonna get and want all of that. But guess what? The laws are changing. The laws are changing. Eve, I understand what she's trying to say concerning they're the new Pookas and Ray Rays. They always been the Pookas and Ray Rays of the hood, because they're the ones that are raising all of the Pookas and the Ray Rays. Because the Pookas and Ray Rays are what? Of wicked. These, you know what? What that? 1 second. I'm gonna come back to her. 1 second. Where's they at? Where they at? These are your Pookas and Ray Rays right here. These jokers here. Look with the pants down to their knee. These are the Pookas and Ray Rays. This is the product of so-called black women raising men in the hood. You know, because it starts with Eve attaching them to trends, right? This is where it starts from. Eve want to put everything. Every time she put clothes on her children, it got to have something with a name on it. It had the name of Polo or Kevin Klein, whatever it is. Whatever the name is on it, they got to have a name on there for it to be what? For it to be the right thing for my kid. So they are the raisers of the Pookas and Ray Ray, but they're not the. Let's go back over here. They are not actual Pookas and Ray Rays. So now
here we are driving down the road, and all of a sudden, bam! Oh, look at that! You know what we can do now? You know, save life.
But when you should.
But and 3 things I was beautified and stood up. Ecclesiastes 25:1. Beautified both the Most High and men, the unity of brethren, the love of neighbors, a man and wife that agrees together. You know, these women does not agree with anything that having to do with what? With their so-called men. Verse 8, well is him that dwelleth with a wife of understanding. You think these women that run around here in the streets and pasting that hair to their bald scalp, agreeing with anything that comes with a servant, a husband, a husband that would. Well is him that dwelleth with a wife of understanding. They don't have any understanding of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, and that has not slipped with her tongue, smart mouth as ever. Who is more smart mouth and aggressive as Eve? And that has not served a man more unworthy than what? Than himself. That's just something that you're just not going to get from Eve. Well is him that has found prudence, meaning wisdom, and he that speaketh in the ears of them that will hear. Oh, how great is he that findeth wisdom, yet is there none above him that feareth the Lord. But the love of the Lord passeth all things for what? Illumination, meaning a spiritual enlightenment. He that holdeth it, whereto shall what? Shall be likened. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of love, and faith is the beginning of cleaving unto him. This is why, you know, we as a nation, we went off together. But Eve and her situation and concerning her scalp and her hair, that's one of the plague that the Heavenly Father has given our women, which is plague them with what? With no hair, their scalp. But I'm gonna get into that shortly. Let's listen to this in a little more. Until I'm going down here for more precepts.
Like, look at the video. See how these women are acting, complaining that they didn't let them give them the stuff. Talking about when we get evicted, nobody comes in and protects our stuff and blah, 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 and keeps people from taking it. Girl, it's not the same. This is a business. Don't you understand? What happens if they just let y'all say, oh, lift up all the barriers and just let y'all go at it? Somebody's going to get hurt. Somebody's going to be fighting over something. I promise you. Then that's a liability for the city, the business, the police department. Like, girl, Like, stop. So I totally understand why they didn't do it. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Y'all should, I promise y'all, if y'all would have shown up cute in some dresses and not in them bonnets and making stuff ratchet, maybe, who knows. But
she right. She right. If they didn't show up in the manner that they showed up, you know, Eve is more aggressive than most men. There's nothing humble about a Eve that's in the hood. Nothing humble about them. They are aggressive as hell, man.
Girl, just the Pookie and Ray Rayness of it all, and then don't even get me started on the red or blue, I think it's red martini. They're over there taking furniture, they're over there taking bottles of liquor, and it's like, you want to act like you got so much money with your degrees and all. Girl, please. Like, people with money and degrees and stuff, guess what? People don't have time. They don't have time. Like, girl.
I mean, but look at her too, though. Hair weave, even though she herself got weave and eyelashes. She don't have a whole lot of makeup on, but she got a eyelash drawn on. I mean, it's one thing to complain. I mean, to concerning. I don't know what state she's from or where she's from, right? But the thing is that I wonder if it was down the street from you, would you be doing the same thing? Would you go out there and try to get some hair product? I just don't see no Eve turning down free hair. None. Especially when you putting it in your own head.
Like, y'all are doing the absolute most, and the way that y'all just showed up out of nowhere shows that y'all really are into neglecting your responsibilities over just some cheap stuff, or it shows the fact that you got too much time on your hands. You need some business. You need someone and something to take care of besides yourself, poorly. So, but yeah, I just had to get on here real quick and just talk about it. I'm finna go work out, but yeah, it's crazy out here. The Pookie girls and Ray girls, like, I can't with y'all. The ratchetness is at an all-time high, and you making us look real bad out here while also claiming that we got money. And man, y'all acting real broke, and y'all gonna find out, unfortunately.
Eve has always been broke. Eve ain't never had anything, man. Now let's get this sister right here, man. Pookies. He said Pookies and Ray's origin. Let's hear out.
This message gonna hurt a couple of people's feelings this morning, but it is what it is. Mama, this message is for you. See, we create our Pookies and Rays. We do. When our sons go out there pushing weight, we agree with them because we taking that money. You hear me? When our sons go out there and rob people, we agree with it because we taking that money. When he go out there and make babies and doing nonsense with Pookiesha, we go and agree with him when he say he ain't the daddy. And now your grandchildren running around here and ain't got no father, and you know those kids look like him. We agree with it. See, we create the Pookies and Rays that we love to talk about on social media. But nobody's getting it back to the mama that started the nonsense. Mama, you got some answering to do.
See that? It makes perfect sense. The Pookies and Rays that are in the hood, these Pookies and Rays that are in the hood, Eve is creating them. This is Ecclesiasticus 25 and verse 21. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman, and desire her not for pleasure, because most of the beauty that you see now that are in the neighborhoods that you call beauty, that a woman supposed to have, it's not her. You know, it's a mask. It's a what? It's you're being fooled. What's that show? Catfish. You're being catfish, man. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman, and desire her not for pleasure. Desire her not for pleasure, man, because again, her beauty is not the true essence of beauty is who? Is her herself, her natural being, because she's not natural, because why? She's allowing her true beauty not to show, because she's too busy trying to look like who? Becky. She's trying to look like Becky, and Becky don't have any love for Keisha. None whatsoever. Let's go to Ecclesiasticus 9. Let me see something. Make sure. Turn 9 and 8. Right? Turn away thine eye from a beautiful woman, and look not upon another beauty, because you know that's an adultery. You don't know if whether that woman is married or not, right? It's a form of what adultery upon another's beauty. For many have been deceived by the beauty of a woman, for herewith love is kindled as a fire. Sit not at all with another man's wife. And you know Jake don't have no them Pookas and Ray Rays there. They don't have no problem with sitting with another man's wife. They don't have no problem with busting her down. Because why? Because these are the things that we are being taught in the hoods, right? Because there's no men in the home teaching their son to be anything. All Eve is doing is keeping. And then one thing about Eve, as soon as your butt gets at a certain age, what's gonna happen? You gone, boy. Eve gonna get rid of you. Eve is gonna get rid of you. In the days of old, the father is supposed to find a husband for what? For his daughter, you know. Because a woman, her mother can't choose a good man for her daughter. Why can't she? Because she, women choose men made by her mother. Might say, "Ooh, I like his eyes." She might choose him for his eyes. "Ooh, I like the way he dressed." She might choose him for the way he dressed. "Ooh, I like how he stand. He bow leg." See, women will choose. That's her. What is it? Her what she like about this certain man or whatever. You don't allow no woman to choose for another woman. A man, your father will give you a husband to what? You gotta worry about being taken care of. Your father would choose a man that will take care of you. But in the process, he himself can get him what? Money. Because you're supposed to be what? Sold. Let's go to Ecclesiasticus 41 and verse 9. No, I'm going to go, let me see. 1 second. I'm going to start at verse 9. The father waketh for the daughter when no man knoweth, and the care of her taketh away sleep. When she is young, lest she pass away the flower of her age, meaning that her menstrual cycle is going to come on and came on, right? The flower of her age, and being married, lest she should be hated. In her virginity, lest she should be defiled and gotten with child in her father's house, and having a husband, lest she should misbehave herself. And when she is married, lest she should be bearing, meaning can't have a child. Keep a sure watch over a shameless daughter, because in the days of new that we're in, the present days, these women don't have no shame, especially a so-called black woman. She has no shame in the thing that she do. Keep a sure watch over a shameless daughter, lest she make thee a laughing stock to thy enemies. Because a shameless daughter, a whore's daughter, that sleeps around with many men, the father is ashamed of her, right? Because she may even go down the street. You know, just say hypothetically that a young man down the street killed my son. I'm just using me for an example. Killed my son, right? And Eve is very aware of this. And he's considered to be what, an enemy. You know, when the days are old, you know, eye for an eye. But in the days of new, that's not appropriate. You can't do it. You can't take the law into your own hand, right? But those days are coming back. But anyway, an eye for an eye, Eve, your daughter, she may even go down the block and lay with him, and knowing that he's what, taking your brother's life. Yes, that's the madness that Eve does when it comes to her not thinking and just thinking with what her feelings and her emotion. Keep a sure watch over a shameless daughter, lest she make thee a laughing stock to thy enemies, in a byword in the city, in a reproach among the people, and make thee ashamed before the multitude. Man, a man has to stand on you know, being proud of his daughter. You got to make your father proud of you, man. By what? By carrying yourself in a respectful manner, man. Not every time you leave the house, you got to leave out the house with some drawers on, tights, because that's all. It's all tights. All tights are just drawers, man, showing your butt and your crotch. In a byword in the city, in a reproach among the people, and make thee ashamed before the multitude. Behold, not everybody's beauty, and sit not in the midst of a woman. For from garments cometh a moth, and from women wickedness. Because who have more wickedness than the wickedness of a woman, man? What's that deal? That's 19, which is, I think it's Ecclesiasticus 25 and 18 or 19. All wickedness is but little wickedness to the wickedness of a woman, man. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. She's wicked, man. You know how rare it is to find a so-called black woman out the hood, out the neighborhood, man. That is not wicked, man. That is not trying to get with you for money, for monetary gain. Better is the churlishness, meaning rude, of a man than a courteous woman. A woman, I say, which bringeth shame and reproach. There's nothing more wickeder than that. Let's get on to more of this hair here before I go a little further concerning. Is this where I want to go? No, let's go here. Let's click on this here. I think I want to go here. Let's. Hey, that's the one. Let's see something. 1 second. Is it here? Let's click on this here right quick. 1 second to lock. I know the commercial gonna pop up.
Happy birthday, Marty. Oh, no, you don't. Let me get this.
Like a long one here, y'all. 1 second. Let's let this crap play out, and then I'll put the sound back on it.
Massive crowd converged on a shopping plaza in Clayton County earlier today. Hundreds showed up to a beauty supply store that deputies had just evicted, hoping to get some free merchandise.
Instead, law enforcement swarmed the area and put an end to that. Al Fox-Side's Rob Durienzo is live tonight at that shopping plaza. And Rob, you spoke with Sheriff LaVon Allen.
I did. That's exactly right. Good evening to you both. We'll show you what he said in just a moment. But the people I spoke with said they didn't come down here to steal anything. They thought this mountain of merchandise sitting in front of this beauty store behind me was fair game. And then, as time went on, hundreds of people showed up.
First it was calm, and then I guess everybody made a phone call, and it got a little out of control, a little like Freaknik 96.
Soon after, Clayton County deputies evicted this beauty supply store off Terra Boulevard, dumping their inventory in the parking lot. A lot of people showed up, hoping to snatch up some free stuff.
Wigs, braided hair, makeup, lashes, earrings.
Instead, Clayton County Police, sheriff's deputies, and Riverdale Police created a perimeter around the merch. Then they brought in dump trucks and vans carrying incarcerated workers to clean it all up.
When citizens are evicted, things are up for grabs. So we was assuming that the things were up for grabs.
And a lot of people we spoke with say that was their impression showing up here too.
And as somebody who is in the beauty industry, it definitely would have been helpful.
Kids could use the supplies for hair, it's book bags in there, it's shoes in there, because the hair store sells all kind of things.
Georgia.
Yeah, we know they sell all kind of things, but you think Eve was in there for looking for something for her kids? No, she looking for all hair product. If you gave them the opportunity to grab anything for that they wanted to get, you can best believe they were gonna grab all the hair products that they could ever grab. So you know that's a lie within itself.
Law says once a judge issues what's called a writ of possession in eviction cases, deputies can go in and toss out the tenant's belongings. Once it's in the street, those belongings are generally considered abandoned.
People get evicted on the street. They're not like this. They don't make sure people's stuff don't get touched when we get evicted.
Fox 5's I-Team found a judge granted a writ of possession to the store's landlord 2 weeks ago, which deputies served this past Friday. So I asked Sheriff LaVon Allen why he doesn't consider this property abandoned. And they could do a lot of good with it versus it just going to sit in a dump somewhere. Whose property is it? And if you couldn't hear too well at the end, it was a little difficult to listen to. Sheriff Allen said essentially that this was the store's property, but meanwhile, these people here really, they had a different understanding of this all. And again, our reading of the state law was that this was essentially abandoned property. Russ?
Well, obviously the property has value, but it certainly looked like it had been thrown out like trash. Rob, do we know where those trucks ended up? Where'd they take all that merchandise?
And Ross, that's a question a lot of people even still have been coming by and asking, where did they put all of this stuff? I want to show you a video that Lovejoy Police posted a little while ago. They say these products in the landfill. They say all of those items are being destroyed, telling people not to show up at that landfill, adding they will be monitoring the area. Ross, back to you.
You think Eve didn't show up at that landfill? I guarantee you Eve then went to that landfill. That's the sole purpose of them showing what the product was. That was a second let's see something here. Eviction leaves merchandise from Beauty Mark dumped all over parking lot. No, that's another one too though. Let's see, can I find it right quick? Let's see. You know what? No, I don't want to see that. It was another one. 1 second, y'all. I'm seeking out find it right quick. You know what? Let's get the second part of that place when they let's turn it off. I know the commercial gonna jump up. This right here is a second part of the no, I'm take that back. It's a restaurant. I mean it actually looked like a gentleman club to me. The name of this.
More on this story.
Gathers to dump. It's a crowd gathers around items dumped in parking lot of nightclub and beauty salon. So I guess these two him was down for one another. You know what these people really can't see and realizing that it won't be long that it won't be no beauty supplies or anything for that head you put on their head, not even a bonnet to put on it. So you're gonna really see what women in the days upcoming, and it looks like it's gonna be real soon. You're gonna really see what Eve looked like without that fake hair, them long eyelashes, and all that makeup. You're gonna really see what a lot of them look like, because in a minute it's not going to look like a nightclub over here. I'm gonna play this here, and then I'm gonna find that other video of that second part of when they dumped another hair store. I'll try to find it in a minute. Let's play this out.
Yeah, this is not the scene that you expect to see outside of a popular nightclub like Red Martini. It has been a staple in Buckhead for several years. Take a look at this video from our First Alert chopper. You can see just heaps of people and furniture, yellow furniture, tons of chairs, seats. There's a truck out there. We do have a crew on scene right now, and they told us that they have been speaking with witnesses, and it looks in real time. Look at these people are loading up a couch in what appears to be a truck. But they do tell us that police are now out there because these are belongings to other people, we understand. So they're trying to secure the scene. But witnesses say that they did see people walking off with what appeared to be alcohol. So we have a crew out there working to get some information from law enforcement officials to see what the situation is and what led to all this furniture and all these other belongings outside of the Red Martini. No arrests have been made as of right now. If we learn anything else, we'll certainly share it with you right here. Player Sean.
Tori, thanks so much. We have some more breaking news at this hour. Now down in Clayton County, where a crowd has also gathered outside a beauty supply store in Upper Riverdale Road in Jonesboro. And here in this video, you can see tons of boxes, supplies, and shelves scattered across this parking lot. A law enforcement source on the scene told us there were at least 500 people looting from the pile when Georgia State Patrol troopers arrived there. Atlanta News First Joshua Skinner is on his way there right now. We will be updating you.
Yeah, see what happened is what they hadn't showed. They allowed it was some sisters that so-called black women, well not so-called black women, so-called black women, they got down there before they put it on the thing, and they was going up in there looting in the place because before the officers even came there to even put it on the street. So that's the reason and the purpose, because they was fighting, they were doing they was fighting and doing you know what Eve do. You know what Eve do. Eve was fighting one another. They was that's why the officer was called. That's why they did. You know what? This might explain a little better right here. Let's go right here. This is the reason why it happened. And you know, most of them women was what?
So today's the day.
Most of them women was older women, man. There wasn't no younger, a bunch of young women. These was older women, man. And what is that precept? 1 second, let me get this right here. Skip. Let me get to this here. Hold up. Let me get this precept here right quick. Titus. This is Titus 2 and 3. The aged woman likewise, that they be in behavior as becoming holiness, not false accusers, not giving too much wine, meaning doctrines. See, this is what the older women are supposed to be teaching the younger women, but instead, it's just the opposite of what they're doing. Is the opposite of what they're supposed to do. You know, Eve hasn't changed since the garden, man. You know, just as that serpent that was in the garden, which is now in which was in that serpent was returned, which was that same spirit that was in Cain, in the process of being in Cain is in Esau. So that serpent is in the same spirit. This is why you're what? Cain killed who? Abel. This is why Cain, that same spirit as in Esau, Edom, and in turn Esau, Edom is doing what? Slaughtering Jacob, man. Right? That's the same spirit. The spirit of what? They, you know, blood. They love blood. And if it's their enemy's blood, which is you so-called black people, they love it. Right? But Eve, which is what I'm on at this present moment, Eve is that same spirit that was in the garden. So there's nothing. Eve is wicked, man. You can't get around her wickedness because she's not going to change until the Heavenly Father change, or until the only way that they're going to be changed is they got to burn, man. They got to burn. The aged woman likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not giving too much wine, meaning doctrines, teachers of good things. They ain't teaching none of them children anything about good. They teaching their daughters about what? Trying to get a man to what? I mean, run behind money. And who got money in the hood, right? The hustlers. The hustlers are who? Most of them are Pookas and Ray Rays. They have what? That was created by who? the average so-called black woman that's in the hood, that they may teach the younger women to be sober, to love their husband, to love their children, to be discreet, chaste, meaning pure. There's no pureness in what? In any of the daughter of Zion, man. You so-called black women, keepers at home. They're never at home. They're always in the streets, gathering abroad and running the streets and doing what? Doing nothing but wickedness, whether they are what? Setting a brother up in the hood, or setting a piece of their behind for what? For the pay a bill. To be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their what? Their own husband. How many husbands do Eve have, man? Probably hundreds of them. That the word of the Most High be not blasphemy. For some reason it ain't playing, y'all. Let's see something here. Let's see something here. I don't know why we ain't got no sound here. Wait a minute, 1 second. I guess this just, let's see if this whole video like this. There ain't no sound. So let's go to this next video here. This is not the one. The one I was looking for was one that it was a second location with hair products. I think it's right here. It was a second location where Eve eviction. I may have played it already. Here you go. Two business evicted. Here it is right here. Here it is right. Two evicted. Well, two businesses. It could be talking about the.
Let's take you.
Could be talking about the business, but I know it was two businesses. It could be talking about the business with the hair products, and in the process of hair product, which is a nightclub as well. But I could have sworn they said something about the it being two different hair.
Metro Atlanta, two businesses. This story is making headlines across Metro Atlanta. Two businesses evicted in one day. The businesses are not connected. They are in two separate counties, different jurisdictions. This is video from an evicted beauty mart in the Terra Crossing Shopping Center on Upper Riverdale Road in Clayton County. Hundreds of people showed up Wednesday afternoon to try to take home merchandise. We're told the beauty supply store was evicted over owing $15,000 in back rent. Law enforcement had to tape off the area, blocking people from taking anything.
We like free stuff, so we came out here to get all this free stuff, but then the car saying you can't get the free.
See, it's not no young woman here. This is the older woman teaching what? And look at the one, look at in the back. These women around here, look at her, man. She's upset. She's mad. She's cringing because they won't let her get what? Get the free stuff. Man, amazing, man.
We like free stuff, so we came out here.
Hold up, y'all. Let me see something right quick.
Hundreds of people showed up Wednesday afternoon to try to take home merchandise.
Look at this.
We're told the beauty supply store was evicted.
Look who you see. Look at all these black women here. Huh? Look at them. Some of them got their head, some of them head raggedy, some of them got their head ain't done. Look at them. They want that hair. You think Eve don't want that hair, man? Eve wants that hair, man. And they're gonna do whatever they have to do to get that hair, man. They will be like, why? If they would cut that tape and allow Eve to go in there, it'll be some fighting problems and some bodies dropping, man. Because Eve is dangerous in these days, man.
Over owing $15,000 in back rent. Law enforcement had to tape off the area, blocking people from taking anything.
We like free stuff, so we came out here to get all this free stuff, but then the car saying you can't get the free stuff because the people want to take it. And how y'all gonna take some stuff that ain't even yours? It's for real.
So I got my two baskets and take the bus or whatever.
Look at this LGB here. You know, he want to get his, I guess he want to get his hair did. I don't know if he got a weave on his head or what. And listen to him. You know, Jake is feminine. Eve is masculine as hell, and Jake is the feminine as hell, man. You think we don't need to be, you think we not destroyed as a people, man? We are very destroyed as a people. Before I go there, Let me, before I go back into this video here, let's go back to Isaiah. This is the reason why the daughters of Zion are in the position that they are in, because the Heavenly Father had cursed their what? Their scab on their crown, which is their head, right? This is Isaiah 3:16. Moreover, the Lord Yahweh said, because the daughters of Zion are haughty, meaning proud as hell, right? And you give a woman let her get what that is. 1 second, y'all. Ecclesiastes, right? Which one I just would. Let's see something. Ecclesiastes, I know it's 25. 1 second. I want to get this precept here because I want to make a point concerning Eve running in the streets and gathering abroad. When you allow a woman to get abroad within the streets and run the streets, what's going to happen? She's going to be out of control. You're not going to be able to stop her. This is 25 and 25. Ecclesiastes 25 and 25. Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman, because all these women are wicked. A wicked woman liberty to what? To gad abroad, meaning run the streets. They're gonna when they run in the streets and they're loose in that manner, there's gonna be no what? No controlling them, because they're what? They at that point that they're loose, they're out of control, and the only thing that's gonna stop them is what? Is the grave. Moreover, the Lord Yahweh said, because the daughter of Zion are haughty, meaning proud as hell, and walk with stretched forth necks and wanting eyes, meaning undisciplined as hell, walking and menacing as they go and making a tingling with their feet. Therefore the Lord will smite with a scab, the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion. These are the daughters of Zion that you see right here, man. Huh? Eve, the so-called black woman. She is the head tribe of all the tribes of from Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Ephraim, Manasseh, Simeon, Zebulun, Gad, Reuben, Asher, Issachar, and Naphtali, man. She is the what? She is the head tribe of all the women, man. This is why they wild as hell, man. This is why Esau Edom uses them to what? To control the narrative and what? Just like he used these Jakes too. Jake don't get no pass. Look at him. They feminine as hell. Jake don't get no pass. Why he don't get no pass? Because he's a product of Esau's Edom system. All these men and women, the so-called black man, the so-called black woman, they all are a product of Esau's Edom system, man. Therefore the Lord will smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, meaning their heads. And the Lord will what? Discover their secret parts. They fake hair, they fake nails, fake eyelashes. Those are the secret parts of what? This is what they use to what? To call the essence of what? Of beauty. When the essence of beauty is what? Their natural looks.
We got here, we get some free.
Story is making headlines across Metro Atlanta. 2 businesses evicted in one day. The businesses are not connected. They are in 2 separate counties, different jurisdictions. This is video from an evicted beauty mart in the Terra Crossing Shopping Center on Upper Riverdale Road in Clayton County. Hundreds of people showed up Wednesday afternoon to try to take home merchandise. We're told the beauty supply store was evicted over owing $15,000 in back rent. Law enforcement had to tape off the area, blocking people from taking anything.
We like free stuff, so we came out here to get all this free stuff, but then the car saying you can't get the free stuff because the people want to take it. And how y'all gonna take some stuff that ain't even yours? It's for real.
So I got my 2 baskets and took the bus or whatever. We get out here, we get some free stuff.
We're already in a recession. Times are hard. Why not?
Look at him back there, y'all. Look at him. And look at this simp right along with her. Hold on, he trying to get more camera than she get. Hey, Jake, you know, let's go to 1 Corinthians 11 and 14. Doeth not even nature itself teach you that if a man have long hair, it is a shame unto him. So you know, all you guys running around here, being having that long hair and that old long dead hair, which is not don't have anything to do with us. You know, that's a disgrace, man, a dishonor to who, man? Have long hair, it is a shame unto him. But if a woman have long hair, it is a glory to her. This is why they run for that hair, because they want what? It is a glory to her, for her hair is given for a covering. But if a man seem, but that's it. So this is why they run and chase that hair in the manner that they chase that hair, man.
Just let us get the items and invest and be okay. We are black women. We care about our crown. Why not?
Oh, let's get this right here. I gotta get.
We are black women. We care about our crown. Why not get back to community and let us get the be okay? We are.
Look, hold up. I can't let this get by. I got to get this here. Right here. Look at Eve. Look at Eve with that blonde stuff on her head. That's you know what that is? That's a plague right there, man, within itself. That wouldn't have blonde hair darker than the what? Lighter than the skin. This is why a lot of Israelites that had this portion, well, not. In other words, they were put from around the people for having crap like this here, man. You know, not that Eve had this here in that day, but that's another video. But that's the reason why this is a plague within itself. But Eve think this is the essence of beauty, man.
And be okay. We are black women. We care about our crown. Why not get back to community and let us get the products? Let us get the tools. Any other eviction.
Make another point. Look at that young girl back there in the back. See that young girl there? The old woman right here. Look at Eve with this crap in her nose, right? And that's disgusting. You know, you women need to stop putting this crap in your nose, man. You know, this bull rings around your nose. That is not. That's not. That's a man. A decent man ain't gonna want you with that crap in your nose, man. You can't even clean your nose properly with this crap in your nose, man. Disgusting. Then you got the what? Older women again. Older women doing what, man? Titus 2 and 3. What? Look, teaching the younger to do what? This crap right here. Look at them.
Eviction.
There was a similar scene outside the Red Martini restaurant and lounge in Buckhead. We saw people take furniture, refrigerators, and bottles of alcohol left outside. This caused such a frenzy that traffic was backed up on the streets around the club. We spoke to one security guard who told us this stemmed from a dispute over who owns the building. We are still working to confirm why the club was forced to leave the building this way. To read more about the evictions, head to 11alive.com.
All right, man. Let's get these precepts in so we can go. I might make that the screen. So this is Isaiah 3 and 17 again. Therefore the Lord will smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion. And the Lord Yahweh will what? Discover their secret places, their secret parts. Excuse me, their secret parts meaning what? Their fake hair, fake nails, fake eyelashes, everything they wear concerning them being what? Fake. In that day, verse 18, which is Isaiah 3 and 18. In that day, the Lord will take away the bravery, meaning your material possessions. You're not going to be able to what? To fix yourself up when Jacob trouble hit. When the Jacob trouble hit, and this is what Esau Edom are doing, is destroying what? The inner workings of what? Or what you all consider to be, which is society, right? That was created with what? With businesses, mainly small business within the neighborhood. In that day, the Lord will take away the bravery of their tingling ornaments about their feet and their calls and their what? Their round tiles like what? Like moon. Those are just ornaments and jewelries, hat, chain, bracelets, mufflers, bonnets, ornaments, leg, headband, tablets, earrings. the ring, the nose, jewelry, all those things will be taken from you in the days to come. Down here in verse 24. And it shall come to pass that instead of a sweet smell, this is why Eve is around him laying down with all these different men. This is why there's no more sweet smells between the what? You know what? And it shall come to pass that instead of a sweet smell, there shall be stink. And instead of a girdle, a rent. All these women around here overweight, man. Eat too much, overweight, fat. Instead of a girdle, a rent. And instead of well set hair, baldness. And instead of a stomach, a girding of sackcloth and burning instead of beauty. This is why they're running around chasing that hair in the manner that they're chasing it, man. Because Yahweh Hashem Yahweh has cursed the daughter of Zion, man. Especially from the tribe of Judah, you so-called black women, right? Your wickedness and your evilness that you teaching the other, I'm gonna say the other tribes, and the Esau, Edom is using you to continue the madness that you continue. Because why? Because this is was for a purpose and for a time, and that purpose and that time has what? Has come to an end. For Esau, Edom, and Eve to be what? To cease from being heads in what? In society or here on earth, period. So on that note, I want to say, call along Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem, Rekah HaKodash, Shalom Israel.